This is the perfect example of male and female flowers on pumpkin, zucchini, cucumbers, any type of plant like this. This is the male and this is the female. You can see the female has the fruit. In order for the fruit to not shrivel up and die off, it has to get the pollen from the male onto the female. So while I'm down here, I'm gonna hand pollinate that really quick just to make sure. With the sides pretty much rolled up yesterday, there's probably not very many bees in here, so I'm just gonna make sure that this one gets pollinated because our family loves zucchini and we have not had enough this year. In my previous videos, I've talked about hand pollinating pumpkins, and I did that for the first 4 or 5 years of growing. Last year when we got honeybees, I stopped doing that. So I don't have, usually I have like a little paintbrush that I keep on hand to pollinate everything, but I don't. So I'm just gonna take this flower off and pull off the petals so that it's just the middle. I think it's called the stamen. I'm not 100% certain on that. That goes back to like 7th grade science, and that was a while ago. But I'm going to pull off the petals on that and then just pollinate it directly like that. We're gonna try to do this without losing much pollen, which is hard to do one-handed, but there we go. So now I'm just going to go like this, and I can actually see that there is tons of pollen on there. So this has been already pollinated, but that's just what you do. And now we know for sure that this one has been pollinated, and so it's going to continue to grow and be nice and green. Let me find one that has not been pollinated yet so you can see the difference in color between pollinated and not pollinated. Ooh, and there's another one. Look at the bee in that. You can tell that that has been pollinated. I'm not going to do that one, I guess. Look at how much pollen is on that bee. So when I rolled down the side, or while that was rolling down, I came over and looked at this and I pulled off the pumpkins or the zucchini that hadn't been pollinated yet. And so you can see this is what they look like. And when they don't get pollinated, they turn this really yellow color and they will actually start rotting on the vine, and eventually they'll fall off or whatever. But when they do get pollinated, they are gonna keep turning green, and like that one, and like that one, and they'll just get darker and darker. Now this one looks a little yellowy, so I'm not quite sure if it is pollinated or not, but those ones obviously are. They are almost ripe, but that is how you tell if your squash or zucchini has been pollinated or not.